Hi everybody, I'm here with President Dan Contino and our legal counsel, Attorney Valerie Votto. We know it's a spring market kicked in and you guys are busy, but we wanted to just remind you of a few rules and some advertising reminders. Let's start with you, Dan, and social media. What are you seeing out there?
Social media. Okay, so social media is by far one of the greatest, most powerful tools that we ever seen as realtors. And what the realtor needs to remember is that we are basically a media company when we're advertising on social media. So quick rule of thumb, things to think about is always want to protect your profession, protect your credibility, and protect the consumer when posting anything on social media. See, the consumer does not separate the individual from a professional. So if there's a post out there that's not the best post, it's a reflection on all realtors. So you gotta kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah, for sure. What is that rule of thumb you had about like a millionaire listing?
Okay, so here's a little something I think about before I post anything. Let's say, for an example, $1 million listing is going to call you and they want you to list their house. But they say to you, Dan, before I list this house, I'm going to look at every one of your videos online. It kind of really makes you think about what you posted in the past, and you want to pay attention to that.
And not to mention that we have a social media policy. So we do actually have guidelines around this. Since you're representing 1,200 eCar members and 1.3 million realtors across the country, we have some basic guidelines. We don't want to see offensive, vulgar, explicit content that doesn't reflect all of us. And if that is happening, there is actually consequences. So fines of up to $15,000, expulsion from membership. We do not want to see this at all. So we're just giving you some guidelines so that you guys are safe and representing the entire profession. Anything to add to that?
I just want to add to something that Dan said, because it just struck me. Arguably, the client is not going to tell you they're going to review your social media. Before they call you, they already have.
Right.
So you may have, through some of your posts, put yourself out of a particular market that might be quite lucrative.
Excellent. Okay, let's shift. If we do we cover everything on that?
I think so.
Okay, let's shift over to unlicensed assistants.
Okay, unlicensed assistants provide a great service to the realtors that do in fact use them. But one of the things is you have to remember to not use them as a substitution for yourself.
So what are the do's and what are the don'ts?
Unlicensed assistants are essentially your arms and your legs. They can help you scheduling appointments, scheduling closings, scheduling inspections, coordinating even the pick up and drop off of commission checks.
What about open houses?
They can be at an open house. They can open doors at an open house, but they can't open their mouth at an open house. They, again, are fulfilling a more clerical, a more administrative purpose there. They can be there to facilitate, but they cannot be there to sell.
Okay.
Again,
Anything to add to that, Dan?
Yeah, no, actually all back-end work is okay as long as they're not communicating with the consumer as a licensed agent.
Perfect. Okay, seems easy, just a reminder. And let's finish up with just some basic advertising rules for both brokers and salespeople. What do you have?
A good rule of thumb is always on social media, flyers, advertising, anywhere where it's going out to the public, you need your broker's name, you need your broker's phone number, of course your name, your phone number, and so forth. Anything else?
And I realize that certain different methods of social media may have a limited character space. So if you don't want to be able to do it and as explicitly as Dan just said, just have people be able to click on a link.
Yeah,
And
one
have that
link in.
information in.
It should be available on one link in or in your bio. You need to have that information. And it goes on, this applies to personal and professional pages.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, even though we always
We
say
never take our realtor hats off.
Yeah.
So it applies.
Just don't forget, we represent a professionalism that's based on trust, negotiating, a good strong foundation, and a standard of practice always has to be your front line.
And I have to tell you, the way we do usually find out about a lot of these things is other licensees coming across it and bringing this to our attention. So your friends
Yeah, don't
are
be
not
that
always your
realtor.
friends.
All right, you guys, I hope this is helpful, and we wish you happy selling in this great market. Have a great day.
Thank you.